Trick or treat, Halloween, scary, really scary, horror, evil, all these things come and they go, but we talk about Halloween and why it scares lots. Trick or treat, motherfucker! Happy Halloween to all you guys who celebrate Halloween. And this is about Halloween, the movies. Now, before this video gets into its full woo, I would like to just say I have not seen the newest Halloween movie. I know. It's so... I should have been watching that one also. But the cool thing, I've actually seen all the Halloween movies. Wow, that's a first for Jughead. He's seen all the movies in a particular series or franchise. Or has he? But this is what I'll say about Halloween. The series in general. It's had a lot of ups and a lot of downs. But at the end of the day, I enjoy all of them. John Carpenter is a very, very, very creative director, creative producer, creative musician, and he's also put together a lot of great movies over the years that make people sit there and say, wow, this man is a talent. The Thing is a great movie. I love Showdown in Little Tokyo. A lot of great movies that Mr. Carpenter did. And I can say Halloween. The cool thing about the first Halloween movie is the fact that you have a mystery surrounding the character of Michael Myers. At the beginning of the movie, you see that he, of course, kills his sister and her boyfriend. And you see the child standing there with it look like. And you try to figure out what motivated him to kill his own sister and so forth. But the thing about this movie, and I remember the first time I saw Halloween, I was probably about 6 or maybe 7 years old. I know. Why the hell is he watching that movie at that young age? But I remember seeing that movie, and it was like, first thing, the theme, which was also made by Mr. Carpenter, awesome theme. Awesome theme. I love it. I love it. Every time they would show Halloween on TV, I would just be like, it's my jam. But that was cool about Halloween. And also the fact that throughout the movie, the persona of Michael Myers, you don't have an idea of what this person is. They don't speak. You don't see their face. That's scary. Because a person that doesn't speak, it already says a lot. See, he says a lot. Get it. But don't get me wrong, you had Jason also. But Jason did do a little stuff in his movies. But in the Halloween movies, Michael Myers, he's just gonna fucking kill you. He's not gonna give you a reason or anything about what he's doing. He's just gonna fucking rip you apart. And Halloween 2, of course, Halloween 2 and Halloween 1, the first original movies, are connected together because it's a continuation from the first movie to the second movie. Laurie Strode's character is, of course, in the hospital. This was actually supposed to have been the last of Michael Myers. At the end of the movie, him and Loomis, boom, it's over with. Dead. Over with. Dead. You're not coming back. And we have the one people like to talk about and say, what the fuck? Halloween 3. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I did a review of this video years ago, and a lot of people kicked this movie in the ass. I didn't. He was like, there's no Michael Myers. That's freaking dude. Originally, John Carpenter wanted this to be like a anthology or some kind of like series where it didn't just focus on one particular character. And Season of the Witch, if it was just called Season of the Witch and didn't have the Halloween moniker or the title itself, I think this movie would have been well received more back then because it's a great movie. It has a great plot and it goes into a lot of cult, devil worshiping, and all that. And it kind of makes you think about just consumerism. It has a lot of messages in this movie about how we as a population or we as people are consumed by, of course, like Halloween, Christmas, and all that stuff. We're all consumed by little things. The witchery part comes in because of course, it's a lot of spells and mystical shit going on in this movie with the mask and the kids watching, of course, the message, which makes their worms and roaches and all that shit. And I say like this, for the movie Halloween 3, of course it didn't have Michael Myers. I still feel it was a great movie. Halloween 4, I remember seeing, couldn't give you too many bits and pieces about it, but at the end of the day, I know that they stated that Miss Strode, she had a daughter, and whoop whoop, ship it hop, Michael Myers comes back, of course. And this was mostly to sit back the backlash from Halloween 3, bringing Michael Myers back. Return of Myers is great. Woo, woo, woo. 5 and 6, of course, connected in. This 5 would be the last movie that had Donald Pleasance in it as Mr. Loomis. And I feel like with 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, I actually own that on VHS. I remember when we got it on VHS. I didn't know there was an original director's cut of that movie when I first saw it. And that was when I was really young. I saw, of course, through YouTube, the original ending. And I sit there and say, I feel at the end of the day, this is kind of one of those movies where people were like scratching their head about it. And people sometimes feel that The Curse of Michael Myers was like a what the fuck moment in the series. But you got to understand something, that they wanted to have some closure, but then they wanted to have a answering to some questions. And you know, the one thing about questions, sometimes they're best left not answered. And of course, they wanted to do this whole thing where it was a secret society that had something to do with Michael Myers and all that. And you can't explain a person getting, Michael Myers has been burned alive. Michael Myers has been shot in the eyes, which is, of course, the brain and all that. And Michael Myers has been killed, shot with the 6 bullets and all that shit. But I sit there and cry foul because 6 wanted to explain why he was so quote unquote superhuman. And see, the thing about Michael Myers, unlike Jason, and I compare Jason because that's the closest pedestal I compare it to, is that in the Friday the 13th movies, Jason is supernatural. Jason is a zombie. Jason is undead. We established that by the time the 6th movie came out. And I say the 6th movie because when part 3 came out, you kind of thought Jason maybe was still alive in a sense. And the 4th movie, you know, Jason comes back, of course. But you have 5th one, of course, where, of course, Jason was in it. And you just, like I said, you got to look at the sit-up with Michael Myers. You throw all this occult stuff in there. Okay, so he was child. So what that means, the mother was took into one of these areas where they did stuff to her and so forth. I don't know. But what I do know is this killed the franchise for years. Years. I mean, the next movie that would come out would be Halloween H2O. H2O to me was to be the finishing off of the series. And to be honest with you, I thought it would have been. Jamie Lee Curtis, of course, returns. And the thing about it, they didn't connect none of that stuff from those other movies. H2O, Laurie Scruggs has a child. Of course, he's a going to college and whatnot. You also have LL Cool J. You gotta lick my lips because, that's what LL Cool J does. And I liked H2O. Some people say that the scenery of the movie was not vast as the other movies because it was mostly on a college campus and so forth. But I think Halloween H2O was a great movie. I liked the feel of the movie. At the end of that movie, when she cut Michael Myers' head off, it's over with. Laurie Scruggs wins. Michael Myers is dead. It's over with. Or is it? Now, it wasn't. Michael Myers was back. And the new movie after Halloween H2O was Halloween Resurrection. Halloween Resurrection had Michael Myers back. And then you're like, what the fuck? Michael Myers is back in Halloween? What the? I thought his head was cut off and shit. But apparently Michael Myers' head wasn't cut off. Apparently it was some police officer or security guard or whatever, head cut off. And Michael Myers was smart. He was like, see, that's another thing about Michael Myers. I'm going back to Friday the 13th. Michael Myers, of course, could drive a car and all that shit. So I guess Dr. Loomis was showing him how to drive a car and stuff when he was in the institution or whatever. So let's put it like this. Michael Myers actually survived. And now they're doing a whole, because this is like 2000-ish, they're doing a reality show with your boy Busta Rhymes. Trick or treat, motherfucker, like I said in the beginning of the video. And you have Tyra Banks in the movie also. Fine ass. But I'm gonna say this about Halloween Resurrection. I didn't have an issue with the movie. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna just stand and bash this fucking movie. I think it was pretty good. Do I think it connects with the Halloween mythos? No. I don't think this movie should even connect with it because it's a simple fact. The other movies had some seriousness. I can't even say the damn word right. And I'm not going to edit this damn video. But the seriousness of this movie was not there to me. The other Halloween movies, you had some in-depthness to them. You had fear because you felt this person. Well, when you sit there and have a movie where you sit there and show Busta Rhymes in a Michael Myers mask, and you show the real Michael Myers, and he's looking like this. And Busta Rhymes is snapping out on him like, "This supposed to be all this shit." Now, it's crazy. You cashing on it. They knew that the Halloween H2O did a decent budget, made a good amount of money, and they wanted to fucking cash out on another sequel. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was with Halloween Resurrection. Now, about 4 or 5 years after that, Rob Zombie comes out with Halloween. Wait, what the fuck? Halloween? 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 Is it a remake? Actually, technically, maybe, but not really. Halloween by Rob Zombie, and I'm gonna say it like that because it's kind of like when you have a remake like Ghostbusters, for instance. You have a remake of a movie that uses the same title, which throws people off and makes them scratch their head and sit there and figure out what the fuck is this like. a remake, reboot, whatever. Like RoboCop, many movies between that. But with Halloween's the Rob Zombies version, they in his vision, he wanted to delve into Michael Myers' childhood and what made Michael Myers become Michael fucking Myers. Made him become a fucking sociopath, serial killer, crazy motherfucker, right? And I think personally, this movie was great. I loved it. I loved the character build. It's a Rob Zombie movie. If you're not a huge fan of Rob Zombie movies, you're not going to like this because I'm a huge fan of The Devil Rejects. I'm a huge fan of House of a Thousand Corpses, before The Devil Rejects and so forth. I love them. I recently saw a movie called 31. I love them. Love them. Love them. And I feel at the end of the day, this movie to me, it should, like, I know that John Carpenter has a lot of with Rob Zombie because it's supposed to be a mystery with Michael Myers. You should know why he became the way he became. But it's kind of understandable to see you have to have some idea of why the fuck this motherfucker all of a sudden just became crazy instead of just being crazy, period. And I love the 2007 Halloween remake. It's not even really a remake. I consider this a movie on its own because the original did not delve too much. It only showed where he killed his sister and her boyfriend. That's it. But when it comes to the Rob Zombie movie, I liked it. With that being said, Halloween 2. Rob Zombie directed this movie, and from what I've heard, he didn't really want to do this movie. Um, but they offered him a shitload of money, probably. And yeah, Rob Zombie jumped back in to do Halloween. And this is what I will say: Horse, Ghost, and Ghost Mama. Horse, Ghost, Ghost Mama. I saw this movie when it came on TV, and I'll put it like this: with House of a Thousand Corpses, with The Devil's Rejects, you had some basis in now shit that was going on was going on. There are certain points in this movie, Halloween 2, where they show the ghost mama and a young Michael Myers, I guess his inner child of when he was a kid, with her, and it doesn't connect because it makes it seem like, okay, are they real, or what is really going on? Because it makes you, I don't know, scratch your fucking head. And I will say this, um, I still wouldn't knock that movie either. I think it was an alright movie. I think it probably was more in the mind of Michael Myers himself, probably, because it probably showed his mental. Because you got to understand, this guy was killing people randomly. He had to have some kind of things going in his brain. With that being said, with the new Halloween movie, I've heard a lot of rave reviews about it. It's the second biggest grossing horror movie of all time. And of course, I will get a chance to watch it and hopefully enjoy it and love it. Like I said, Halloween to me, the series in general, I don't have a lot of bad things to knock it for. Even Halloween 2, The Rise of It, I don't really have a lot. Because I feel like those movies for me, I just love them for what they were. And I love horror movies in general. I'm a horror movie fan. Um, and I think with the Michael Myers or Halloween series in general, the expansion and so forth, you have to understand something. When you do movies like that, if they're hits, you're going to get another sequel. You're going to get another build up for it. And sometimes, even with Freddy Krueger, I love the Nightmare on Elm Street series, and there have been hits and misses with that series. But at the same time, it goes by the flow. If it's good, it's good. It's gonna be another sequel. It's gonna be this and that. And with Halloween, like I said, it was a great series altogether. And I'm so happy that this revamped or re-institutionalizing, putting it out there, showing Halloween as it is. I think it's great, and I hope that if another one comes out, which is probably going to happen, because you got to understand something, this movie made like 80, 90 million fucking dollars in opening weekend. It's going to be another fucking sequel. It's a horror movie. When horror movies bump money like that, it's going to happen. And yeah, but this has been my kind of like talking about Halloween, telling you about this and that. But I want to say I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. And this is Jughead82 signing off. You guys have a good one. Now that is scary. Fear, if you will. And I know fear, horror. And this was horror. And guess what? You feel my fear. And I enjoy your fear.